Hello, my name is Lady Joana Rendon, and my classmate is Carlos Alberto Comas. Well, to start, after having analyzed the educational context of a public institution in a rural area of the Departamento del Tolima, and taking into account some of the shortcomings found when carrying out the analytical framework through different factors, we have carried out an action plan through the design thinking model. Okay, in order to seek possible solutions to the problems encountered through innovative ideas with 6B grade students at Simón Bolívar School as central actors. In the group, there are 8 girls and 6 boys from Stratum 1 who range in the age of from 10 to 12 years old. For this, we follow the phases of the design thinking model. Okay, in the first phase, empathize, we try to direct our attention to the students of 6B grade in order to know their educational needs and how they affect the learning process in the area of English. However, since it was not possible to survey the students, a survey was carried out directed at the teacher in the area, seeking to know some of the needs of the students based on what he has seen of them and according to the opinion he has from his pedagogical experience and the contact with their students. Okay, we have the interview. So, finding as main ideas, according to the teacher's opinions, students do not feel motivated in the classroom. Furthermore, the needs of the students are not being considered in the design of the strategies because they tend to pay more attention to the school's guidelines, and teamwork as well as autonomy are not being promoted. On the other hand, due to the lack of use of material and technological resources, the natural resources that the rural area has are not being used either. Okay, in accordance with the above, for the next stage defined, the problem is stated as follows. The pedagogical strategies used by the teacher do not encourage autonomous or collaborative work in the 6B grade children, since they do not allow active participation and therefore the students are not being motivated. In addition, as stated above, the material, technological, and natural resources that the area offers are not being taken advantage of, which could be of great support in learning the language. To continue, in the phase 3, ideate, possible solutions are sought through a brainstorming session related to the challenges that must be tackled, such as identify students' needs, promote teacher-student and student-student interaction, support the learning of the English through the natural sources of the area, develop group strategies, and allow translanguage. As already mentioned, in order to find solutions to the problem encountered in the first phases, we then reach phase 4, which is prototype, that is making these ideas tangible and real through a representation that can be reviewed and applied by the main actors.
Hi, my name is Carlos Alberto Comas Salazar, and today I'm going to tell you about our prototype. Okay, our prototype includes 3 different categories that are important in the development of these strategies in order to cope with the problems that are presented in the institution Simón Bolívar in the rural area of Departamento del Tolima, particularly in grade 6B. Okay, so the first part is about a student's needs analysis. which aim is to take some time from the class to communicate with the students, taking into account students' tastes and analyzing their opinion towards the development of the course. That's the first part, and this is included over here, as you can see it, as a survey for students to answer with 10 basic questions with some options for them to choose from. All right. The second part is the teacher-student and student-student interaction, which is a proposal of a dynamic strategy for the development of new topics, taking into account the use of natural resources that the area offers, and bringing some context into the classroom. And finally, we got the use of a new lesson plan that is aiming to ask students who work in pairs to share experiences with others, that the teacher is also attentive to clarify doubts by accepting translanguaging from students. All right, so this is basically what our prototype is proposing. Now, when it comes to the last stage, that is evaluation. In this case, in order to evaluate the prototype, it was developed by the use of a rubric. This rubric aims to evaluate the clear use of objectives to develop lessons, the accuracy in the tools that are brought to support the development of each of those lessons, the media that the teachers uses to convey explanations about particular topics, and the interests that students have particularly. So that's part of the process of evaluation. Over here, we included what the aim of the checklist is, the step-by-step process that was taken into account, highlighting that there's a rate importance from 1 to 5, being 4 and 5, the attributes that we need to be looking for in order for this prototype to be valid and to be reliable. Okay, so these are the steps, as I said before, and the idea is that with this rubric, we can evaluate the succeed of this prototype. So for that, we're going to be checking this part over here, which is the checklist that is from 1 to 5, basically, in which we included some indicators for each of these parts of the prototype over here, including the needs analysis, including the lesson plan over here, and including the strategy for communicating using the natural resources that the environment offers, such as, for example, the use of outdoor activities, so as to complement these activities that are proposed in the lesson plan. All right, so as I said before, these are indicators. We decided to include 7 indicators in order to evaluate, right? And the scale is from 1 to 5, being 4 and 5, the intended grades for this prototype to be valid, right? So number 1 is there is no evidence of this item in the prototype. Number 2, the fulfillment of this item is inefficient or almost non-existent in the prototype. Number 3, there is some evidence of the execution of this item in the prototype. Number 4, the fulfillment of this item is almost complete inside the prototype. And number 5, this item is successfully fulfilled in the prototype. As you can see over here, after carefully analyzing the prototype and giving a score to each of these indicators, we have come to the results over here, being that almost all of the indicators, they got a result in 5, with only some of them, right, in 4, right? But in general terms, we can see that the prototype is considered to be valid and considered to be reliable, since the points that were given according to the execution, are 4 to 5 points. All right, so with this, we have the evaluation for this prototype that is included over there. So finally, as conclusions, the results obtained in this evaluation rubric show the validity and reliability of the prototype, as I said before, to be implemented in the English lessons in grade 6B in a school located in the rural area of Departamento del Tolima. The results gotten from the point scale show an execution of 4 to 5 points in almost all items assessed. Okay, so with this, we have come to the end of this exercise. Thanks for your attention. See you in another opportunity. Bye-bye.